to another episode of the Jones and Podcast. I am your host, Jones, and this is brought to you by Jones and Sports. We make sports better. And as always, I am joined with my two co-hosts, Nico and E. What's good, fellas? How we doing?
Yeah.
It's
What's
good.
good, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Chilling. I'm chilling. We got some good topics to talk about today. Packed weekend we just had with the March Madness. Had some NFL talk. We had some baseball just started off. E feeling himself right now. I'm not when it comes to baseball. Um, and I got some smoke to finish off the show. We got some smoke in the air, y'all. Definitely got some smoke. But we're going to get into that. So, but before we do that, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button. Y'all share, y'all comment if y'all want. And we'll get y'all
All that,
comment
all
up on
that.
the screen so we can have a debate topic or just comment and talk or whatever. And just so y'all know, Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, me, Nico, E, and the Jonesville Sports family is taking over X Spaces, y'all. We taking over X Spaces. So if y'all want to pop up on us and have some great topics, just like y'all see on the podcast, but it'll be even better. It'll be a lot more topics to talk about. Y'all know how we give it up.
The app
It's gonna be
formerly known as Twitter,
word. Like y'all know how it is. Y'all see me on X Spaces. So if y'all enjoy X Spaces, y'all definitely gonna want to join us on there. It's way more broader space for us to have the conversation and have people involved with it, um, and just have fun with it. So I think it's gonna be fun. Sundays at 5 p.m. So make sure y'all are there. So let's get right into it, y'all. March Madness was crazy. Both men's and women's, I think all of us would say was better. But let's start off with the men's. Any shock in what we have right now in the Final Four with what we got? E, I'll start with you.
Uh, for me, it's not crazy shock because I have UConn winning it all. They've been the best team. They definitely still show it. Seeing North Carolina State, they and Purdue knocking off who did they knock off? Tennessee or somebody?
you know.
Like those would be the only shockers to me. But otherwise, not. Seeing the top teams lose, I think North Carolina might be the only one seed left. I
Well,
mean,
no, Purdue.
UConn.
Purdue.
Oh, UConn and Purdue are the only
UConn
ones
and Purdue,
left.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, because Houston,
we didn't
Houston
see
got bumped.
crazy upsets, but we seen our fair share of them.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like
Definitely.
this NC State thing is super special. Just because the men and the women are both doing it. Like
Yeah, yeah.
both teams are making these crazy Cinderella runs at the same time. Like that's fire. Like that's real like
That's
March
fire.
Madness shit.
UConn as well. Yeah,
That's what I was
like
about to say. Like it's
that's hard.
crazy. We got two
Like
schools doing it at the same
UConn,
time.
First
literally
time in
two
history.
schools, first time in history, two schools have their men and women's team in the Final Four, and I think that's so
That's
fire.
fire.
Uh,
That's fire.
I have UConn, I have both UConn teams winning tomorrow for the Final Four, and I think the men are on Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Possibly.
men are on Saturday. Yeah,
Oh yeah, so
men are
women
Saturday.
tomorrow, men Saturday. So I have both teams winning. I got both UConn teams winning this weekend. I have South Carolina women. Uh, I have South Carolina's women winning to go to the championship, and I'm not sure on the men's side who I have. I feel like I want to. It's hard to not pick NC State because what they're doing right now, but I got UConn still winning it all.
Yeah.
Uh, Damn, that's gonna be a good game, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, it's
Purdue is a tough
definitely gonna
team.
be for sure. I
Purdue is
think
a
that's
tough
gonna be
team, but
crazy.
my money is genuinely right now on UConn to win the whole thing, and I'm just looking forward to watching NC State still.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you. I'm with y'all, both of y'all, as far as the men's goes. UConn is gonna take it all. They look like the best team. If I'm not mistaken, it's been the first team to do back to back in a very long time, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
man.
very very long time. So that's an impressive accomplishment for them if they get it done, which they probably will. And like you said, Nico, the accomplishment that NC State on both sides um,
crazy.
has right now is crazy. Burns, I think his name is really putting in work right now. dude getting offers from the NFL, like not even from
Dog,
basketball, because
dog.
dude getting tackle offers and shit like that. Like that shit is dope. So what do y'all think about that before we get into the women's? What do y'all think about that, Nico?
I think that shit is phenomenal. I think he should take it because, like, as I think that's the crazy thing about college athletics in general. Maybe basketball specifically, but like, you can be super dominant over your competition in college, and then literally just in that 1 year, like, I think the gap from college to the pros in basketball is so great. And I don't think people really realize it. Like, I think the gap from college to the pros is so ridiculous that, like, yo, we can watch these kids, and we watch kids every year go crazy in March Madness and then kind of disappear, like, in the league, never become anything or never even make it, like, really flourish in the league. Uh, and they're saying that he is looking like that kind of potential of kid just because of like his real athletic ability or lack thereof. He
Yeah,
has great footwork. Uh, and all the
he's
he has great footwork. Yeah,
he's
he has good
he's
IQ.
athletic. He's
He has good
athletic, but he's
touch.
not NBA athletic.
You feel me? Because he's 6'7". He's listed as
Yeah,
6'9",
like
but he's
that size.
realistically a six
He's
seven
basically
big.
what Zion would be if Zion couldn't jump.
He's what people act like Zion is when he gains a couple of pounds.
Yeah, like
Like he's really that. Like when they be like, "Oh, he's not gonna be able to jump and dunk anymore." This kid can't dunk. Like this kid don't get off the ground. He has comparison as great as he is in college right now. His NBA comparisons look like Big Baby Davis,
baby, yeah,
like, and we saw how his career panned out after being phenomenal in college.
yeah.
Um, I definitely would love to see him flourish at something after this, after like playing his heart out and just proving how much of a competitor he is, and how much of a dog he is. I would love to see him pursue something. So like, yo, if he did say fuck it and did a pro day after the Final Four was over for for football, I think that would be fire. So he can play left tackle somewhere. Like that would be dope. Go to Colorado.
No, I mean I agree.
Like
Like
take
I
your
don't see
COVID year
him.
and go play football somewhere for a year.
I don't see it being a possibility of him go to the next level and be able to play in the NBA. So it's like, why not try another sport? Especially
Honestly,
if this is putting your name out there and you getting looks, you might as well try to capitalize on whatever you can get.
yo, literally, like the kid is a competitor. The kid is a
Yeah,
dog. Like you a baller clearly, no matter what the sport is. So you need to
yeah,
go pursue something where you
pursue
can
something
show
because like
people you can
you don't
ball.
wanna, like once college is over with, you got there's like nothing else out there. Might as well go for the NFL.
Yo, literally,
Exactly.
literally.
How many guys can we say like you said they have that Cinderella run in March Madness and then it's over and then it's like they didn't even get a shot in the league.
Yo, we've
Right. It's
never
over
seen them
after that.
after that. They in
Yeah,
Europe
that's a fact.
2 years
Like
after
look
they
at let's say Jimmer Fredette
He
couldn't
was on the
translate
Westchester
to
Knicks
league.
for a little while.
Now he's killing in Europe and shit
that's
like that.
Prince Zhao, the king of
Like,
China.
so
Hey,
take what you
Jimmer,
could
the king of
get.
China, bro.
Like
It's
I'm
over.
I'm all for taking what you could get.
Absolutely. I
Yo,
agree.
and at BYU, he had a run at BYU that damn near that almost rivaled Kobe's legacy. Like niggas was pulling up and yelling Jimmer. Like
Yeah,
before
nah, for
Curry,
sure.
niggas was yelling Jimmer. Like after Kobe and before Curry, niggas was yelling Jimmer.
Yeah,
Fact.
Like Jimmer.
No, that's a fact.
Like
He was really that nigga.
that was stupid. That shit was really stupid. Like his run was out of this world, and he
For
was dead.
sure.
A 2 foot set. I'm gonna jump off 2 feet. All my shots look exactly the same, but he was making them bitches. Like he was never throwing it. It was always a consistent 2 part shot. Yo, bro,
He was
out of
getting
this
them bitches.
world. Never see nothing like that shit. But yeah, we see a million. We see a million kids have these runs and never get a
yeah.
chance to flourish. Like
Man,
look at Duke's big three from Zion, RJ, and Cam. Like none of these kids turned into superstars.
nope.
Two of them have been on multiple teams already. Zion's the only one who's been on one franchise. You know,
Yeah.
two of them aren't starters all the time.
I feel
One of
like
them barely has ever.
Cam Reddish has the worst luck in the world who gets stuck
Dog.
with coaches who will not give him the light of day.
And the crazy shit is coming in, I thought he had the most NBA potential.
Well,
Because I
if you
was like, yo,
like,
Zion's not that big. He's not going to. I wasn't like, I didn't
yeah,
believe in
if you don't,
Zion.
but if you
He
remember
proved me
right,
wrong.
like when that class was going into Duke, Reddish was the higher rated recruit.
Yeah.
He was the
Yeah,
guy. He was supposed to be the guy in Duke.
yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't know if I've seen that video before. They asked Ant Edwards, like, who's the toughest player you had to guard
And he was like
in high
Cam
school? He
Reddish.
was like, yo, Cam Reddish. And then somebody said Cam Reddish. He said, what? Cam Reddish? He goes, I don't even want to talk about what he was in high school.
Yo, Cam was
Like,
different.
Yeah,
Different. And I don't know, yeah, like I don't know what it was. They got to Duke, he kind of took like a back seat out of the three of them. And then that shit carried over into the league. Like they tried to make him a role player, a 3-and-D guy. And he is a 3-and-D guy in the league, but like give him like he's
I
a
mean, this
starter.
year,
He's a starting
a
3-and-D
couple,
guy, I think.
a couple spots he had with the Lakers, he really played well. Then obviously he got
I
hurt.
agree.
And then we all know Darvin Ham, when it comes to rotations, is
yeah,
not the best.
Yo, you don't realize how
yeah,
many coaches are bad at rotations, bro. Like
Yeah.
that shit is really nasty. Watching these teams
yep,
and you see like that really only be 8-man rotation.
yeah. That's a fact.
Maybe,
Especially around
maybe
this time.
you feel me? Maybe 9. Like, and that's a stretch. It then
Word.
be 8-man rotation, 7, 8-man rotation.
Let's get into the women's part of the March Madness, which, from my part, was my view, and I think y'all's as well, was the better, more entertaining side of the March Madness. So, E, what were
For
your
sure.
thoughts on the March Madness women's side of it? What are your thoughts overall? And if you want
Oh,
to
it's
talk about any specific one, you can.
outstanding. Like, coming off of last year, so much talk of the final. And then, like, I'm going to just go off a little too. The final. And especially, I know over here in New York, like, the WNBA past season with the Liberty making it to the finals, like, really made, like, I watched a lot of women's basketball this past year. And then this Final Four, this college season in general with Caitlin Clark going off the way she did, like, breaking mad records. Like, she just went off. And then, like, leading to the tournament, we finally got to see what a healthy Paige Beckers looks like and what she could do for UConn. Juju, the way she went off as a freshman this year, finished second in scoring as a freshman.
Different.
Like, what? And then,
Crazy.
like,
Most
people
most
not
points
talking
all time
about,
by freshman.
like,
Yeah.
when you talk about the March Madness situation, we hear the LSU, Caitlin Clark, Paige, Juju, but we don't hear too much about the best team there, South Carolina. Like,
Nothing
they
about
were the
them.
number one team in the nation. They got like 2 starting fives worth of players on that team who are all nasty.
37-0.
Yep.
They
That-
got the best coach in college basketball, women's college basketball.
Dawn Staley, coach of the year twice.
Bro, like,
She
I
just
feel
won it.
like
They just announced it tonight. She won
it
it
was
again for the second year.
it's definitely like something to watch. Like, it definitely for me took over the men's side this year. Like,
yeah, that's
crazy.
a fact. Nico, what are
Absolutely.
your thoughts?
I agree. I definitely love the attention it got this year. I felt like it was more exciting basketball
Hmm.
throughout, like the entire tournament, going back to even like the conference tournaments, the Pac-12 and the Big Ten, like
Yeah.
the Big East, like those tournaments were phenomenal to watch. This big tournament has been amazing to watch. South Carolina is really like cooking, and they're playing good games. Like some of
South
them are
Carolina,
close.
like what like really showed to me was like, we all know how like cocky and brash like LSU was.
Hmm.
They bullied them this year.
Yeah.
Like,
Every time they played LSU, it looked
they were bullying
like
them.
LSU didn't belong
For
out there.
sure.
It looked like
Exactly.
everybody. It looked like everybody except for Flo did not belong out there.
Oh yeah,
Like Flo J was the only
Hmm.
one who ever held her own against South Carolina. Like she was built for it. She played tough, and that's dead not to downplay like the girls at LSU because like they can all hoop, and I feel like they do get
all
a
right.
bad rep for being like, oh, that's just a famous school.
Can
Like okay, yeah, they get famous, but that don't mean they don't mean they can't hoop. Like Angel Reese led all of like NCAA women's in free throw attempts, free throw makes. She was like number 2 in rebounds. Shorty averaged like 14 and 18. Like that's
Right.
crazy.
like I'm glad you brought like the talk about the LSU team. So that game against Iowa, right? Like, obviously, it's a rematch. I think it was, I forgot how many views they said. It was definitely probably the most viewed
Yeah.
women's college game ever. So I looked at it as this. I felt like going in, Iowa was going to win. Did LSU have the better players all around? Yeah. But to me, Iowa was the better team.
Yo, I genuinely did not
Yeah.
think
Like
Iowa was
chemistry
gonna
and
win.
stuff wise, they were the better team. That LSU team all year, something just looked off about them.
They
Yeah.
had too many distractions, in my opinion. They had too much
Like
going on
Haley Van Lith was
throughout
not
the
fit.
season. The coaching, that story coming out right before the game.
Yeah,
Like
losing
that's
one of
too
their
much
better players.
distractions. You don't need that shit
They
right
lost a
before the
lot
game.
of their better. They lost a lot of their better players. Like last year, they had a lot of girls on that team who could fucking hoop and who were hooping for them. And a lot of them left. They graduated. They went to the league. And then now Angel and Flo are the only ones who stay. So they're building around that. Haley transfers in. They had a lot of shit to figure out. I heard some shit like they wasn't fucking with each other. Like
Yeah,
that's why she like always looked uncomfortable out there. And she just
Right.
announced she's entering the
yeah, she's
portal. So
transferring again.
yeah, she's
Right.
spending her. But she graduated from Louisville. She spent like 3 years
Yeah,
in
I think she
Louisville.
got one more year or something like
She
that.
got that COVID year. They all got one more year because of
Yeah,
that COVID shit. She spent 3 years at Louisville. She did a year at LSU, and 3 years at Louisville. They did the COVID year. Then she got a year at LSU, and now she has one more to hoop somewhere else. And I feel like she's only gonna hoop somewhere else because her stock lowered being at LSU this year because she was not hooping.
Oh, and in that last game
So I
against
feel like,
Iowa,
Yeah.
the way
and then that yeah exactly,
Caitlin
and then
Clark
that last
put it
game,
on her,
from Iowa, yeah, like that wasn't a good showing. Like that's not a best way to have your last game. Like
bro.
even if you
Yeah.
lose, like Angel Reese
When
lost
you
because she's
when you
gonna
put a shrug
declare
up,
for the draft.
when you do the shrug, and then the shrug during the game is like, what can I do? I'm on fire. She put a shrug up like, yo, there's nothing I could do to stop this girl.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
and
mean,
I thought that was just
she
poor
was on
coaching
fire.
because
She should have
coming
never
into the
guarded her.
game, exactly. I'm like, yo, she's shorter than Caitlyn. She's not as strong as Caitlyn. Like, she's a little thicker than her, but she's not as strong as her. So I'm like, yo, Caitlyn is gonna hoop her up. Like, Caitlyn's fast off the dribble. She can pull from wherever. They need to have Flo J on her full court.
Mhm.
Somebody who's athletic, somebody who can
You
be
gotta bother
physical,
her.
somebody to put the body on her, just to bother her a
Yeah,
little
You
bit.
gotta
Like
disrupt
you're
absolutely.
her.
not gonna, you're
Disrupt her.
never gonna stop Caitlin Clark. Like she's one
Right.
of those players. She's
But
generational
you gotta
talent. You're
try
never
to
gonna
slow her
shut
down.
Caitlin Clark down. You have to just slow her, get in
Slow
her
her
way.
down.
And Flo J was y'all best chance at that, and she was the person I seen guarding her least. Like yo, y'all had everybody else on her. Kim, what are you doing? Kim
She was
Mulkey,
trying to
what are
save
you
her for
doing?
offensive shit. Like you can't do
Nah,
that.
bro, they're best when
You
Flo
can't.
is clicking on all cylinders. That last game
Exactly.
that they won, they barely squeaked that win against Stanford out. That's because Flo
Hmm.
J was hooping. She was deep. She was defending. She's against. I'm sorry, not
UCLA.
fucking. Yeah, against UCLA.
Yeah.
Kiki Rice
UCLA.
and them. Uh, she was hooping against them because Flo is playing defense. She was blocking shots. She's getting steals. She was getting buckets. Like when she's hype, her energy is up. The team feed off that, and they didn't have none of that. They was stagnant. The shit looked ugly and they played like they deserved to lose. Coming in, I thought they were gonna win because in my eyes, it was just that simple. Like,
I
yo,
did too.
it was just
I
that
did
simple. I'm
too.
like, yo, they have more things that the other team has to worry about than they have to worry about the other team. That's all I thought.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like, they got to worry about Clark, and if not Clark, you got to watch Brandy Marshall. She can shoot too. Number 24, sniper from Iowa.
Yep.
You can watch. She can go for 30 easy. You can watch her, but you really just got to stop Caitlin and start and stop with her. That's the head of the snake. Cut that shit off and it dies. I felt like LSU don't really have that player. Like you can cut off one of them. They got 4 girls, 5 girls on that team who can go for 20 something points.
Right.
So I thought that just coming in, it was common sense. You put your best player, your best like physical individual hooper, like you put that person, your best athlete on Caitlin the whole game, full court, make her guard her all game,
Make
and
her
that would
work.
change
Yeah.
the game. And I'm like, yo, that's all you got to do. Fuck it. If Flo don't play offense because she tired from guarding Caitlin, let Angel cook. Let the shooter cook. Let everybody else
Hmm.
get some because y'all got other girls who can get some. But I didn't see that, and I was mad disappointed. I did see that from the UConn USC game. Paige Beckers is a fucking dog. Paige
Yep.
Beckers and Gino Auriemma deserve to win, bro. They are fucking dog. I can't wait to watch them play South Carolina. Yo, the whole game, The whole game, she face guarded Caitlyn. She face guarded Juju Watkins.
Yeah.
Face guarded Juju the whole game. Did not look nowhere else. Yo, there's clips on defense. Juju's 10 feet behind the 3-point line, and Caitlyn is Paige is 2 feet away from her, looking at her. She's not even. The play is way back there. Somebody else got the ball. Paige not even looking at the ball. She's right here with her. Oh, they missed. Bet. Let me bet. They missed. Give me the rock now. Now it's my time to cook because Paige still had 30.
Yep.
She still went for 30 in that game, and she guarded Juju the whole game. Juju did not guard her not once. And I feel like, yo, when you can see that, that builds your confidence. Even no matter how tired you feel, you see that happen, and you be like, all right, yeah, like I feel good because
that looked like
Caitlyn wasn't gonna guard Flo.
That looked like what we
guarded her the whole game.
expected.
Caitlyn wasn't gonna guard Flo. She was
UConn
gonna
to
still
be
go
when
guard
Paige
Haley. Huh?
I said that looked like what we thought we was gonna see out of UConn when Paige announced she was going to UConn.
Yeah, like I mean, she was phenomenal her freshman year, and then she got hurt her sophomore.
Yeah, she's been like her whole college career. She's been hurt.
Yeah, her sophomore year she got hurt, and then she got hurt again. She missed that whole season after that. She missed like half her sophomore year, and then she missed her whole junior year.
Yeah, whole last season.
So she got 2 extra years to play, like if she wants. Like Paige can play for another 2 years. She got the COVID year, and she got that injury year shit.
Word.
That would be
So
crazy.
fast. So who y'all got winning in the women's?
I got UConn and South Carolina advancing.
Yes.
I got the same.
I got UConn beating Iowa because
I think that game
Paige
is
gonna guard.
I'm lying.
Paige is gonna do what Flo should have did. Paige is gonna guard
Caitlyn
the whole game, face guard her, and still come back and give her 30. And I'm going with Paige with that because Paige is bigger, she's stronger, her game is more, and her game requires less energy than Caitlyn's does. Caitlyn does a lot of running and a lot of pulling from deep. That's tiresome. Yo, Paige Beckers is mad simple. Like Steph Jab step, 2 dribbles. She might put a shoulder on you, and she's shooting from mid range. Real DeRozan, real mellow. Like she's going to bust. And that kind of game, guarding that kind of game, tires you out. She's gonna bust Caitlyn's ass. I'm standing on that. We're gonna run this back next episode. She's gonna cook Caitlyn. My money on Paige Beckers. My money is on South Carolina.
Yeah,
they're gonna be in the finals.
I do like I agree, and like what I want. Do I want UConn to win? Absolutely. But I just like I said, my thing is just South Carolina is just too deep, and then, like I think the Iowa.
We'll get to that next week. We'll get to that next week.
The Iowa UConn game is gonna be good because they're so similar. They don't really got size, so it's not gonna be like a rebounding, differential. It's a lot of heavy guard play.
And the only thing I'm
UConn
scared of,
only got like 7 girls.
They literally only have 7 active girls. Like Paige Beckers has played 40 minutes every game in the tournament so far. She played at least 40 minutes. At least is crazy. And she's still putting up averaging 28, I think, right now for the tournament. Dang. Averaging like 28, 7, and 8 or some stupid shit. Like,
if they win this one, they get a week off, right?
Yeah. Well fucking deserved week off.
So, yeah, word.
Well fucking deserved.
Get one
girls
more.
Better sleep all week. Gino better chill out. Let them rest.
So let's move on and let E get his moment of glory in MLB just starting, and his team is hot right now. My team is not. So E, go ahead. Your Yankees.
I'm not gonna do the stereotypical.
Because we up right now.
I'm not gonna do the stereotypical Yankee fan like we're the best. This season just started, but it's just like the way last season went. How like it was dreadful. Like like fans like want to kill the front office for not making moves. Like even this offseason, they went out and got Juan Soto, who's phenomenal, 25-year-old fucking superstar. Like to put that next to Aaron Judge is insane, and then like. Just the way this team looks completely different from the last couple years. They're actually hitting. They take pitches. It's not just strikeouts and home runs. And to do this without the reigning Cy Young winner, Garrett Cole is insane. Like to start off 6-1 against Houston to sweep them 4 games, and then to go against the team that went to the World Series last year, beat them 2 games out of 3, and then hopefully they start. Tomorrow's the opening day at home. They carry that momentum on and just continue the hot streak.
Oh God, that means I gotta avoid the fucking trains tomorrow.
Yeah,
God
that.
damn,
I
man.
wouldn't take the train if I was you.
Oh,
You already know that shit gets nasty. That shit is
nasty
nasty
work.
during Yankee
It's
season,
nasty as it is. Nasty
and that
work
shit just
during
starting
Yankee.
up.
Bro,
Oh my
when
God,
I
you just
drive
made me
down there, I
fuck.
avoid the Deegan.
Oh, yo, bro, absolutely, by all means,
I'm
Oh,
like,
by
there's a
by
all
all
Yankee
means
means.
game. I will
necessary.
You
not
don't
take
want to
the.
be anywhere near there, bro. You don't want to be
Yo, the
anywhere
only
in
thing
the
worse
Yankee
than the Yankee
Pacific.
game, only thing I've ever seen worse than the Yankee game at that place is the Bad Bunny concert. That's like what, 2 summers ago,
Oh
bruh.
yeah,
I was coming from Brooklyn.
Legit zoo.
I'm coming from Brooklyn up to FDR. I'm not thinking. I went to get on the Deegan, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Yo, a standstill, bro, for like an
nasty,
hour and a half. I try to go around.
nasty
I try to
work.
get off early. Nope, nothing,
Uh,
nothing you can do. There's girls walking across the bridge. You know the shit from 161 to come across right there.
Yeah,
Yo, you see
yeah.
floods of
Okay.
girls, like, yo, bad joint in fire outfits, walking across this bridge in 85 degrees, not giving a fuck. Heels, everything. Some of them got their heels in their hands, walking barefoot to get to the stadium. Like
yeah, it's
Crazy,
insane.
crazy. Niggas was parking in Manhattan
crazy.
and walking across that bridge to
And
get
that
there.
bridge.
The shit on 181st, they was doing the same thing
Yep.
there. It was crazy, bro. It was pandemonium.
That's nuts. So E, tell me what's wrong with my Mets? Could you tell me what's going on?
Oh, okay. Let me try to think about this one. Like, I'm not gonna do as a Yankee
Nigga
fan.
say,
I go
where
to
do I
Mets.
start?
Yeah, nah, be real, be
I'm
honest.
dead being like a real baseball fan here. I think the problem with the Mets, they had got the new owner, and like he thought throwing money at everything was gonna solve the Mets. And you threw all that money. You signed Verlander. You signed this guy.
Yeah,
It didn't work out. You had to trade them. You had to trade. You were signing guys in their mid-30s to $40 million a season contracts. You know, like I understood the aggression, being aggressive, but it wasn't being aggressively smart.
yeah,
You know,
not
so
at
you
all.
shot yourself in the foot, and like they're dealing with injuries. Your best pitcher's hurt. Like and then I listen as a Yankee fan, you guys going out and signing Severino, Bader, and all this. I'm like, okay, just getting what the Yankees didn't want. Like,
Old news, like
you know,
exactly. They
and then
got rid
like
of him for
now
a fucking
the
reason.
big moves is, are you gonna wait this season, this off season to go after Juan Soto? It's like you got to do, and then you still have this thing over your head. Are they gonna pay Pete Alonso?
You better. The
Like, take
fuck?
care of your guys that are
You
helping
exactly. Take
you.
care of
You know,
exactly.
it's
Take
just
care of
the
the guys that
mess.
are winning us games, that are
Yeah, the mess is
actually
just,
helping.
it's just a mess. It's because it's like you went for it last off season, and then just because it didn't work out, all right, let's blow it up and rebuild. What the fuck are you doing? You don't have a great farm system. Like,
Disgusting.
yeah,
It's
it's just
nasty
weird.
work. It's not. I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but I do pay attention a little bit as much as I can, especially when
And
it comes
like,
to the Mets.
too with the Mets is
And it's just nasty
the
work.
Mets. They got it. It's not an easy road for them. You got one of the best teams in baseball that runs your division in the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah,
The
our
Phillies are
division
damn
is
near.
tough
The
as
Phillies are
hell.
damn near
Yeah,
a World Series contender every season. The Marlins are a young
bro.
team that just get good and then let those guys go to free agency and then rebuild with good young talent again.
Well, that's the only team I'm not worried about is the Marlins.
No, the one team you shouldn't worry about in that division is the Nationals. Don't worry, we'll get back to we'll get away from baseball in a minute, Nico. Which is crazy. The guy who don't want to get in this conversation is, out of all of us, went to the baseball high school.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a show because I didn't know none of the names y'all was mentioning. I don't know nothing about shit y'all was talking about. I am not a baseball nigga in the least. I was literally felt like I was watching a show. I was just standing there.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. Well,
I
you gonna
forgot
pick
I
up on
was
a few
on
things.
camera for a minute. I felt like I was in a Zoom meeting at work. I forgot I was
You gonna
on
pick up
camera
on a
for a
few
minute.
things.
I was
But
watching y'all, and then I looked at me, and I was like, "Oh shit, I am here. Okay, that's
we're
me."
gonna switch off. We're gonna get you back in here. We're gonna get you back in here. Oh, but before we go on, I was supposed to start the show off with this, but it is National Autistic Month, so shout out to all my
Autism
autistic kids
awareness, facts,
out
facts,
there.
facts.
Love y'all. Y'all can do anything.
Yo,
And that's from one of your
Absolutely.
big brothers.
and the adults too. You feel me?
Yeah, the adults too. I got my
We don't
shirt on today.
discriminate.
We representing our school. You feel me? I
Absolutely.
represent. You feel me? all my autistic baby. So I
Fact,
love
fact,
all of
fact.
y'all, and y'all. Anything is possible. Y'all, some of the smartest people that I've ever come in contact with. Smarter than humans that say they have nothing wrong with them,
Yeah,
but something wrong with them.
yeah,
Y'all are for real, like the smartest people. So don't let anybody
absolutely.
tell y'all can't do shit. We stand behind y'all. We support that. So we definitely had to shout y'all out. And we're gonna be shouting y'all out all month. But yeah, let's get into some NBA talk real quick. NBA pictures, the playoff pictures. You got the pictures for us? You got the thing up for us?
Yeah, I
What's
got
the
the standings
bottom
right in
looking
front
like?
of me.
What's the bottom of the East looking like? The play-in.
All right, so the play-in for the East right now, we have Indiana at 7.
Oh, they dropped. Okay.
Yeah, Philly at 8,
Okay.
Chicago at 9, and 10 Atlanta.
10 Atlanta. Okay, so Atlanta dropped. Okay.
I
Damn,
think
Yeah,
KD.
Atlanta
Atlanta.
just
Atlanta
clinched
about
it
to fumble
last
that
night.
bag.
No, they clinched it last night.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Atlanta, they clinched the last spot over Brooklyn last night.
Okay. They didn't drop. They had 6.
No, Atlanta's at 10.
What do you mean they clinched 10?
They clinched the play-in spot.
You can
That's
clinch
crazy.
10.
How you can? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you can clinch 10.
The
That's
play-in
nasty.
spot. Yeah, so they can't.
So
They,
they at
they
least make the play-ins.
yeah.
Mathematically, they will
Oh,
always at
got
least
you.
make the
Okay.
play-in.
I got
Copy,
you. I got
copy.
what you're saying. Okay. I was about to say they clinched the 10th. How the fuck
Like
do
they
you
can't
clinch
get
the
no hot.
10th?
They can't get no better still. Like
Yeah,
that's
when
Bro,
there's
they
you
still
just
more
putting a
games to
you just
go.
putting a full cap
yeah,
on a nigga
because
potential
this
like
is
that.
why they have
Like
36 wins, and the Nets have 30 wins, so the Nets can't catch them.
Okay, it
damn,
makes
that's
sense now.
tragic,
I
bro. The
got
Nets
you.
won last night. I was watching the Nets game
That's
last
crazy.
night.
Yo, a bench player on the Hawks put up like 40.
I saw.
Yeah,
Somebody
I
on
saw.
the Detroit put up 50. I
Some
was
random
like,
nigga
wait,
put up
hold on.
62 the other night.
I'm like, nah, not a fucking nigga on
He
the
said this don't
Pistons
make
putting
no
up
sense.
50. I thought
How you?
it was an error. I was like, yo, wait, hold up. You sure
He
that's
got
not
more points. He got
fucking
more points than they gonna finish with wins this year.
dead ass?
bro, he could have
That's
did that with scoring
crazy.
20 though. Relax.
More than half of that. Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's a
crazy.
fact.
He could have had
That's
a
so
But
20 game
crazy.
win. He would have still had more points than wins.
out
They
of
got
those
13 wins.
out of those 4 teams, who are you more confident in? Who's the most dangerous? Do you think?
Philly, and
Philly for
beat
sure.
back.
Embiid's back. That's a fact. Philly, that's an easy
We
one.
all
Tobias
know
Harris
Philly's only
actually looks
there.
good.
Philly's only there because Embiid got hurt.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Literally,
Do
they'd
you
have
think
been far higher.
so? Do you think that they can catch that same rhythm that they had in the beginning of the season?
For
I think so
sure.
because now, like, with him missing that time might help him because if you think about it, every year, playoff time is where he starts to wear down.
Yeah,
He
that's
had
a
that
fact.
rest now, so now he
He had some rest coming in.
exactly.
That's
If
a
anything,
fact. My,
they should have rested him more.
I'm happy that he. No, honestly, I'm happy that he didn't get more rest. I'm happy that he's actually in now because he need to get his win back. That's the
Yeah,
only thing that you can notice that he's winded. Like when he
Yeah,
gets to the free throw
he's
line,
obviously
he like
tired.
he tired as hell. So
He
I'm
is
glad
terrible. He
that
is terribly
he's getting these
conditioned. He's
games.
absolutely terribly conditioned.
Right. So and he been off for so long, so that he need that basketball run. Like that's the only way you're gonna get in
Yeah,
basketball condition is by playing basketball.
that's
So
literally the only way you get it back.
the only way, like we know that as football players, all 3 of us, the only way you get in football condition is by playing football. So that's the only way he's gonna be able to get back, and hopefully that'll help him. And they go into a on a nice stretch going into the playoffs. Um, what else was I gonna say about the? Oh, who's the team the least that you feel the least confident in? And that that's with the East is kind of easy with those
Atlanta.
teams. Yeah, exactly, like it's the Atlanta or Chicago, like either or. But
And I
I
fuck with
have more
DeMar.
Chicago and Chicago. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
fuck with
because I fuck
DeMar.
with DeMar. I trust
yeah. I
him.
think just because
So
Lamar has the ability to put up 50 when they need him
yeah,
to,
he's clutch. Yeah. So do
and
you
not have
think
it.
out of those 2 teams, can any of those 2 teams make a small run? I won't even say big run. I don't even think that's possible. But a small run, like make the play in, get in the playoffs, and possibly win the first round.
Philly.
No,
Philly.
I'm saying out of Atlanta and Chicago.
I don't think either one because the winners got to play what Boston or Milwaukee. Like,
Boston.
Yeah. And Milwaukee's about to fuck around and lose that spot. They keep losing games.
Yeah, they bugging out. They bugging out.
They about to
right now.
lose that spot to the Knicks.
no, the Knicks
Yeah.
back down at 5.
Oh yeah, they fucked it up.
Knicks
The Knicks
stay?
fucked it up.
Knicks
Yeah, the Knicks
lost.
fucked it up.
Knicks lost their last
Hey,
3.
Hey,
Yeah.
they only 3 games out of second place, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
They
that's
only
true.
need about they only
Cleveland
need
and
3
Orlando
wins.
are still ahead of them.
Oh, speaking of, that's what I wanted to. Y'all just
And I'm not
reminded me.
confident in either of those.
What do y'all think? I'm gonna give my take last, being the take that I have as far as when it comes to this. Randall being out for the rest of the season.
Keep
What are
him
your
there.
thoughts on that?
Keep him there. I like that.
I
I
mean,
feel like that's ideal.
just
I feel like they
because
fucked up. I feel like they fucked up the last 2 years or the last however many times he's been hurt
Hey,
by
Nico.
trying to force him back. By trying to force him back, and it fucks up their rhythm. It fucks up all momentum they have because he's a black hole. Like he's a vacuum. He does not facilitate. He does not allow an offense to flow. Like the nigga is an obstruction. Like the ball gets there and it stops. Have him,
Exactly.
if he decided to come now and then get the surgery after the season, it would kill all the momentum. It would kill this run that Jalen Brunson is on, the leadership that Jalen Brunson is showing with this team, the fucking chemistry they have. Having Julius Randle in there would kill all of that. He's gonna stand there at the elbow or at the top of the key or one ball up like he's Lamar Odom or like he Melo, and he not. And that shit kills me, bro. Burn me up inside watching him do that shit. So I'm so happy he's out because maybe the Knicks can make a real run. Like maybe the Knicks will get to second round. You feel me?
I like it.
Maybe third.
I
You feel
like
me?
E, what you thinking about that?
all right, this is the reason I agree. Just based on the fact of they damn near played the whole season without him. So like bringing him back now would, like being that he's a top guy, you're forced to give him minutes and stuff like that. So it kind of just throws the way your team has played. You went on a lot of runs this year off of, Brunson, and like having Randall there takes the ball out of Brunson's hands at times.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
I'm keep peeking over at the game now. They just tied it up. You got guys like a lot of their role players have stepped up big time for them.
Yeah, I think that's what was important.
I think
with
the
him
key
being
for them
out.
is they just got healthy at center again.
Right. Well, yeah, we're getting healthy at the
Yo.
right time. This is the right time to get healthy and go into the playoffs with all our guys getting back into rhythm and getting that chemistry back. But just to agree with both of y'all, I'm kind of shocked because I thought y'all was going to be on the opposite side of that, because most people are on the opposite side, like, nah, we need Randall back to get over the hump and this, that, and the third. And people know how I feel about Randall. Like, I've been on that wave with Randall. Like, Randall, we don't need you, my nigga. We don't need you, bro, because Nico said it best. The ball moves and it gets to you and it stops.
That's what. If he wasn't like
what
that,
are you doing?
if he wasn't like that, it'd be so crazy that 2-man game with him and Brunson.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna give him some credit because there was a stretch in the season that he was playing good. There was where he was playing.
He had his moments in that Miami series last year.
Yeah, like he had his moments, but he can't stay consistent. And I worry if he were to come back, him being out so much, he gonna do exactly what Nico said. Oh yeah, now I gotta get my touches now. Brunson been getting all the hype. This is my city. I gotta get my shots. It's not your city anymore. Yeah, it's not your city no more. It's Brunson City now. It's over. It's clipped for that. You are the second fiddle now, and that's exactly where you need to be. You don't need to be. Maybe even third. If we find another, I'm cool with that too. Stay in your place, my brother, because you've been fucking shit up sometimes. But I think we have a better shot.
How come every time he get hurt,
healthy,
how come every time he get hurt, they go on a run? How come every time Julius Randle get hurt, no matter with Brunson, before Brunson got there, anytime he get hurt, the Knicks go on a run.
Exactly. So I'm all for it. I think we have a good shot.
Get him out of here.
Especially with the Bucks looking the way they looking, there might be a shot at a conference.
Bucks looking shaky.
Shot. There's a shot. They looking shaky right now. They might pick I ain't gonna go off of my pick. I'm gonna stick with my pick, but they looking shaky as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I
Do
ain't
we know
gonna
who
lie.
the Bucks coach is?
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
We know. We
Yes,
know.
yes, we
I'm
do.
I'm I don't
Okay.
even address that nigga. I don't even address that nigga by name.
Yo,
We're not
raspy
even gonna
voice
address
bandit.
him.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just throwing that one out there because
nah, I got you. I feel you. I'm with you on that. All right,
The
so let's now
raspy
move over
throat
to the
bandit. The nigga's
West.
a
What we
burglar.
got in the West, the Final Four?
all right, we got
This nigga,
the Pelicans are in at 7 right now.
okay,
The Kings are at 8.
okay.
Lakers at 9. 10 the Warriors.
And who's at 6? Because I know it's tight. It's
Phoenix.
tight. Phoenix. Okay.
Yo,
Oh,
from
so the Phoenix moved
10
up.
from 10 to like 4 is
Honestly, it's not
only
even that.
three,
It's
4 games
legit.
apart.
It's 5 to 10 is 4 games apart. 4 games
Yeah,
apart.
like the shit can change like that. I was just
Yeah,
looking at that yesterday.
it's all because of the loss column. That's what's fucking the Lakers up. At least like the Lakers could be in the fucking 6 feet spot. They like one or two wins away,
The
but
Lakers are
three
a game and a
losses.
half out of the 6th spot.
Exactly. It's like so
And then if they
it's
get
real tight
that,
over
then they're
there.
dead like 3 games out of the 5. Like,
It's real tight over there. So
Nah,
out of those four
they're
teams
two.
that
They're
you mentioned,
they're 2
who
games
do
out of the
you
5.
that's
who do
crazy.
you have as the strongest, the most dangerous to get out of that team?
LA.
I mean, we ain't even gonna ask you. We already know how you feel.
I
Nico,
got
talk to
LA.
me.
I got LA,
You got LA.
honestly. Um, I've been watching Sacramento lately, and like they've been off, man. Like something look like it ain't clicking.
It's
Uh,
Monk. They ain't got Monk. They ain't got the sixth man of the year.
yeah, like De'Aaron
He gives
Fox
them
is
That
that.
like
He
hurt
gives
them
them
he look
just
too.
off.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he look
Because like you
De'Aaron Fox
figure
don't
you
look the
lose,
same out there.
when Fox comes off that court, you need somebody who's gonna bring that, and Monk just brings the energy.
For sure.
Yeah, like it don't look the same out there right now. Um, I want to say Golden State too, but no, they not moving me either. I definitely feel like it's LA, bro. They got LeBron, obviously, and then for the first time, like I feel like his I was telling y'all pre-pod about this. Like I feel like his supporting cast is like one of the best it's ever been right now. Like not as far as name, not as far as legacy, like as far as like people clicking on all cylinders and doing
Just
what they supposed to be doing and fucking hooping. He has
the
that
way
right now.
the way
AD
that
is playing out
starting
of this
five has been playing.
world,
Yeah.
The way
out
that
of this
starting
world,
five has been playing.
bro. Crazy,
D'Lo,
madness.
Reeves, Rui, AD's looking like the defensive player of the year.
Yep.
DPOY, DePoy, boy.
Like that starting five is just
Nah, I agree with y'all though. Definitely the Lakers. Um, but that experience as well is nothing but vets on
yeah,
that
and they
team.
done it just last year, so they know what it takes.
Exactly. And they've been one of outside of the Celtics, who's the best in the league, the Denver Nuggets, who's the second best in the league. The Lakers are third after the All-Star break as far as team record. They're 20-8. They have the best
They've
second
been
the
hooping the
third best
second half.
record. So they've been cooking. And they've been doing good even against
They've
good
been
teams. So
hooping this half.
this is the perfect time. They healthy. They are the best team to have a shot at getting to the conference final. Is just figuring out Denver. That's all they got to do is figure out Denver. If they figure that out, they'll be straight. But if they don't, we know how that shit gonna end. Um, but yeah, so that's what we got right now. Season is coming close to an end, so um, either next week or the week after that, we'll be doing our MVPs and award talks. See who you guys got picks for the award winners. Um, Now getting into our last subject of the day, Texans make a big splash and they go get Stephon Diggs out of Buffalo. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know what you think about that
Um,
on both sides.
for on the Texas side, shout out for them for like seeing what they had at quarterback and being like, "Yo, let's only make it easier for him." Instead of, "Oh, this kid's gonna be something. We're good. We're at." No, no, no. Let's get him a real #1 receiver. We upgraded at running back. He has weapons. let's make his life easier by getting him Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
And like I like when teams do that. Like they're doing what the Carolina Panthers didn't do.
Yeah.
They
Still
said,
haven't
"Yo, we're
done.
gonna trade for
What they've
the
never
draft pick,
done.
and let's not get him no weapons."
Yo, what they've never done. They didn't get
You
Cam no
know,
Yeah.
weapons. They didn't get
bro.
Bryce no weapons.
And
Like
then
we've never
not
seen
even
them.
CJ Stroud. Shout out to the Texans for showing faith in their head coach. Like, how many times do we see teams hire a first time head coach and just throw him to the wolves and be like, "Yo, figure it out with this team"? Nah,
That's
they
a fact.
drafted well
Especially
defensive,
a black one.
bro. I love what
Fact.
they're doing. I love what they're doing for that team, and that division is wide open.
Oh, they
Yeah.
gonna run that for a couple of years, bro.
Yeah,
CJ's gonna
and
own
then
that shit for a couple of years.
on the Bills side, I do like the report that came out that they turned down the Chiefs offer because fuck helping the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
I love
That would be the craziest shit ever if they did. If
I
they
love I love
thought
that
that
this
was
is
gonna happen.
happening. I love that this is happening. Like everything that he said about on the Houston side, I agree with 110%. Like I love this shit 110% from their perspective of it, from their moves. That's how you invest in your young quarterback. Like he already was killing with Tank Dell. Look what he gonna do with Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs. I
Yeah.
think that makes him front. I think he's an immediate front runner if he stays healthy. He's an immediate front runner for
Nico
MVP.
Collins,
I feel like yo, dog.
Dalton
I feel
Schultz,
like,
Schultz.
bruh. I feel like and they upgrade the running back position. So
Joe
I feel like yo,
Mixon.
Yep.
he's an immediate front runner to win MVP. And they are a large Super Bowl contender. Like I don't want to say favorite so early, but they are absolutely a contender. Because they were damn near one last year. Like they were a threat for a deep playoff run last year. His inexperience showed up at one point, but and barely at that. Like a lot of the team just fucked up when they lost. I think they are a contender next year. He's MVP front runner. I love it. I also love it on the Bills side because I hate Josh Allen. And people that give him a lot of undue credit, and I feel like him not having a legit superstar wide receiver because he lost his superstar and he lost his you know his number 2 receiver as well. Now we gonna expose him. Now we gonna see that Josh Allen really ain't shit, bro. Josh Allen
Yep.
is like great value Ben Roethlisberger, dog. Like he's just at a turnover factory. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be worse.
My thing with the Bills,
Exactly.
in a way, I get it because we all seen the writing on the wall. Like it was getting sour.
For sure.
Because Josh Allen was throwing games away.
Like it was getting sour with Diggs there, but like
You can't keep
my
a
thing is with
superstar diva prima donna wide receiver happy if you are not
no, of
throwing
course
him the
not. But
ball accurately.
my thing
Because he
with
was
like
trying to get it to him, but that's just going way over here and
my
way the
thing
fuck over there.
with the Bills, like you're supposed to be one of the Super Bowl contenders. All right, you made that
Bum-ass
move.
Josh Allen.
Why not make that move earlier in the off season
Let me type.
where you could have went out and Phil, because your wide receiver room might as well have anybody there right now. Like Nico could be in that wide receiver room.
Don't do that.
No,
Don't do
in
that.
general,
Because
like they
I
don't
felt like
have
that
the
made it
name
sound like I'm
there.
not nice. Because
No,
I'm
no,
nice,
I'm just
nigga.
saying like they have is
I could have been there when Steph was there, nigga.
top
Don't do
notch
that.
receivers. Like, but now look at the downgrade they had. Like you had
I wouldn't
Stephon
have been
Diggs,
number 1,
Gabe
but I'd have been
Davis.
there.
Your number 1 receiver right now would be Samuel.
Yeah.
Like I said, I get it.
Nasty.
You'd have to make the move, whatever. But do that move early in the off season.
Where you can have time to bounce back. There's nobody out there now. You're
Like
done.
Yeah, it's quiet.
I get that this draft class is real deep in the wide receiver position,
It
but
is nasty.
like
It is
no, yeah,
nasty.
you're not
Like
gonna
you got
miss.
You're
some
not gonna replace
generational
them
wide
like that.
receivers. Hey, there are some generational wide
For
receivers in this
sure.
class. I think some niggas that could like rival that same impact. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to have that impact as a rookie, but you coming into a system where you got Josh Allen, we'll see.
Right.
If a
Exactly.
Marvin
That's what it's
Harrison
gonna
or
come
a
down
Brendan
to.
Rice or a Roma Dunze or somebody dropped over there.
Nah, I think that right now, I know a lot of people
They
have that.
definitely ain't gonna get any of the top 3
That kid from
guys.
Texas that had the
No,
crazy
not at all.
combine.
The receiver?
Yeah, who had that crazy 40 time?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
getting the top 3 in Nabers, Romo, Marvin
Yeah.
Harrison.
It's
Those
quite
3 are
that.
going top 12 at least.
That's a fact. That is definitely a fact.
Rome
But
feel like he deserved to be.
I
They all
agree
feel like
with
they
that.
deserve to be top 10.
Well, only reason why I
Yeah, they
say
might.
top 12, just
You got to
because
go
you
off
don't
team
know,
needs type
there's going
shit.
to be teams
Right.
moving up to try to get those quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's going. There's always
Legit.
going to be
There's
some
teams who
shit.
desperately need quarterbacks right now.
Definitely. But no, I agree with y'all. I think this is a great move for the Texans. Like you said, they giving this young dude Stroud all the keys that he needs to be successful. The only thing that I have a little bit of worry about is that now teams have film on them. They got some study on them. They know how to
Yeah, we all know.
have some
That
type
is
of.
always a game changer.
That's
Absolutely.
always a game changer. So,
Absolutely.
but he's still built with a lot of success around him and a great coach behind
That's
him. So I
why
think
I
he still
love,
has
And the
great success.
confidence of that
but
rookie year being so
that's why
successful.
I love making that move, because, like you said, they do have film on. So make his job easier and get him
Right,
a
get
real
some more
wide
guys.
receiver 1.
You got a running
Because, yeah,
back
y'all
now.
got
You got
film
more
on him
help.
and y'all got film on him and Tank. Y'all don't got film on him and Steph. Y'all don't
Right,
got
it's
film
going to
on
be a
how him
whole
and Steph are
different.
gonna run those combo routes together.
That's a
That shit's gonna
fact.
get nasty, bro. Oh
That's
my
a
God.
fact. And
Oh my God. You know how
I'm
happy Steph is, bro? He's been living in Buffalo the last 4 years.
Yeah,
You know how
that's a
happy he is?
fact.
He's
Now he
moving
going
to
to
Texas.
Texas. He get to be near his brother. That's dope. That
Yo,
shit
his
gonna be.
brother
And
live
they
in
played
Texas.
it. They play each
His
other
brother
next year.
playing for
So
Dallas. His brother played for Dallas. He played for Houston. They probably gonna get to train
they
together.
gonna locked up. They gonna lock up next year.
Dog, it's gonna get
It's gonna be
crazy.
fire. It's gonna be fire.
And then
So
sooner or later, one of them is gonna go to the other team.
well, they voided his last year. He's going to be a free agent at the end of this year.
after this year, yeah. So
See?
it's
But
possibility he
So
gonna be
I
he's
there
gonna
think he
go.
just voided that to get a big ass extension.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, he want that bag. I don't blame him. I mean, why not?
He want that
But
bag.
I'm with Nico as far as bringing the smoke to the damn show, because when I posted on Twitter today about Diggs going to Houston, and then I posted a question about Buffalo, did their window close to get to the Super Bowl? And I
The
said
window been closed.
that shit been closed after they last one, when they had that opportunity against the Chiefs, then, because they haven't been that good since. And Bills Mafia, who I used to like, I used to fuck with y'all, Bills Mafia.
I used to
used
fuck with
really
Bills
fuck
Mafia.
with
I
y'all.
used to fuck with
I
y'all.
really did. But
Try
now,
to turn on your man.
just because y'all had a few successful in y'all eyes seasons, and y'all got Josh fucking Allen, now all of a sudden y'all the best team in the world, and we're gonna get it done, and Diggs was a problem. So tell me what the fuck y'all did before Diggs was there. What did Josh Allen look like before Diggs?
Trash.
Okay. And then he got
Absolutely
Diggs, and what did
fucking
he look
nothing.
like? He looked a lot better, but still looked trash. What did the team do at the end of the season? They ran the ball. That's why y'all won fucking games and got into the playoffs. Don't forget that. Y'all talking about Josh Allen. We got into the play. Y'all got into the playoffs because I forgot the offensive coordinator that came in and took over, but he brightened up and said he saw the writing on the wall. If Josh Allen keep throwing the fucking ball, we not making the fucking playoffs. So we got this running back that can clearly run the ball. Let's give it to him. Take the ball out of Josh Allen's hands, throwing it, and maybe let him run, because he's a good, powerful running quarterback. And that's what they did. And they won more games. So Bills Mafia, I hope y'all in here, because I made sure I put it in y'all chat. I want y'all in here. I want to hear what the fuck y'all gonna say.
Well, you know
Because
what kills
y'all
me
be getting
about the Bills?
twisted.
You know what kills me about that whole situation? I understand the Josh Allen talk, of course, but like my
He's a
thing
good
is,
quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, no.
relax.
But my thing is this though: you have a defensive head coach, and your defense has been killing you as well in the playoffs.
And y'all got rid of all y'all players.
Y'all thought going into
All their best
like
defensive players.
nah,
So
they
what the
needed to
fuck y'all
split
think
those
y'all
two
gonna do?
safeties up. Those two safeties just got old and hurt on them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they didn't replace them.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like that. Yeah, of course, Josh Allen is the quarterback, and that's going to be the topic. But the front office is killing him as well.
Yeah,
Yo,
for
letting
sure.
people go, absolutely, front office is shooting them in the foot. To let people go with no replacement in mind or lined up is crazy. And y'all are letting the wrong people go. Y'all let everybody
Yep.
but Josh Allen go. Let him go and
Yep.
keep everybody else.
Exactly.
That's what y'all need to do.
Go get another quarterback. That's figure it
Dog,
out. Figure
fucking
it out because
ridiculous.
Bills Mafia. Now I hope I didn't look at the Cowboys schedule this year because I don't really give a fuck.
Bills
I
fans
only
are
care
what they
about
say
playoffs.
Eagles fans are,
I
bro.
hope we
Like they
play
have
well.
no class. Like yo, they've won 10 games each of the last couple seasons, and they be
Y'all
throwing
barely
parties and
got into
fist
the
fighting and
playoffs.
getting
Yeah,
drunk. Like
jumping off of fucking slow
terrible.
mounds into tables. Y'all didn't win shit. Y'all didn't win shit. Y'all Super Bowl was
Yo,
that
they win
AFC?
10 games and turn
Was
into the
that even
fucking
the
Dudley
AFC
Boys.
Championship game when they played the
No,
Chiefs? That was the divisional round.
no.
Y'all haven't even gotten. Did they get to the AFC? No, they didn't get to the AFC Championship this year. There was the
Josh
Chiefs and
Allen
Raiders.
hasn't gotten into the
So
AFC.
y'all Super Bowl was the
Is the
divisional
divisional.
round a couple years. What was that?
Bum
21
ass
or 20?
divisional ass niggas. Trash.
Like, relax. Y'all haven't gotten past what the Cowboys have gotten past. So I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all don't want to hear that shit. I can talk just as much shit as y'all can as a Cowboy fan. As a Cowboy, that's sad when a Cowboy fan can talk more shit than you. Because there's not too
Yo,
many more teams that can
when
talk more
Cowboy
shit than
fans
y'all.
have seen more success than y'all, then y'all need to do better. Y'all need
Come
to do
on.
better.
You need to do better because you
That's the
haven't
yo, the
done
Bills
shit.
shit.
4 straight Super Bowls. We got to do it. Do I have to go back? No, I ain't gonna do that
Like
shit.
the
I'm
Bills
sorry.
are
Y'all know
in
what I'm
there.
talking
The
about.
Bills are in there. Yo, we're good now phase, and they don't get past the second round. Like
Come on.
they're in there. We're good now phase, and they don't win shit.
Who's their head coach? What's his
Sean
name?
McDermott.
Yeah, Sean
Nigga had the nerve to say, "Oh, we got a great head coach." Just because
McD.
y'all got the pieces, y'all got the pieces around to get y'all to the playoff. He's a good coach.
Listen,
He ain't
I'm
great.
big on. Listen,
Relax.
I'm big on like when you have the teams that are supposed to contend and you're not progressing, you gotta let that head coach go.
You got to move on.
Like I was one of the
Can't
ones
stay
who
strong.
said that about with the Celtics, their old head coach. Like they would never make it
What's
that
his name?
step.
Brad Stevens.
Yeah, like move
Mhm.
on already. Something's got to
Brad
change.
Stevens was fucking awful.
Yeah,
Brad
he wasn't.
Stevens
It
was
wasn't
stifling
working.
them so bad. That nigga was in love with uh Gordon Hayward.
Word. That's a fact.
Terrible rotation.
Yo. But
Speaking
yeah,
of which,
that's. I just
real
wanted to
quick,
get that. Go
because he
ahead.
was so in love with fucking Gordon Hayward, he used to shit on Terry Rozier in that rotation. Terry Rozier is playing phenomenally for Miami right now. Shout out to my man
Yep.
Terry Rozier, bro. Shout out my dog
Yeah.
Scary
Facts.
Terry.
Big facts. Big
If
facts.
you got a chance, go listen to that song he got on YouTube with my son Miles Bridges. That shit is fire.
Oh yeah.
It's called, I think it's called ESPN or something like that. But the song goes crazy on the low. Like, we fuck with that kind
Word.
of
That's
thing.
fire. But yeah, is there anything else that y'all got? That any topics that y'all want to bring up as well that we didn't touch on?
I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm
Nah.
straight.
We good? All right. All right. All right. Bet.
Yeah. I feel like we
So
touched
that
on
is
everything for the most part.
word. All right. So you know what? We're gonna close the show with a shout out. We're gonna try to do this every episode. Shout out time. Do y'all have anybody or any shows that y'all want to shout out? I'ma start it off. One show I got to shout out, and I shouted it out last week. I'm gonna shout it out again to all the basketball heads. Mind the game. If y'all really like the X's and O's and really understanding what basketball is, watch that. You don't gotta be stop all the LeBron hate and dumb shit. Watch it as a basketball fan. Don't watch it as LeBron's, I don't want to watch it. And fuck that. Go watch it to really understand what's going
Listen,
on the court when you
I
watch
say
it.
this all
You
the
can understand
time.
what a nail, all the terminologies that they
I
use. You can
say
actually understand this shit.
I say this all the time when you bring on LeBron. I'm not a LeBron defender. I'm not a LeBron hater. I don't care. But this has nothing to do with LeBron. This is just two guys who know a shit ton of basketball, breaking down like shit that like we wouldn't even know what they're talking about.
Word.
Legit.
Like shout out to JJ Redick for being like
Yeah.
a mind that I didn't think he was a basketball mind like
I didn't
that.
know he was that. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I knew he was
Yeah,
smart, but
yo,
I didn't know he
JJ
was
knows the
that
fucking game, bro. That shit is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
Out
Any
of this
shout outs
world.
y'all got?
Um, uh, 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 shout out to the OGs podcast. Shout out to my man
Big
UD,
fact.
my man Udonis Haslam, and
UD,
Mike Miller, Fire.
Mike.
Be talking about
Yes, sir.
the Miami Heat, good days, good old days.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Who else got some fire that I tap into that I try to appreciate?
I'll say shout out to them too because he did say a comment on one of the ones that I'm a big fan of Paul Pierce keep talking, something gonna happen. So I love that. I love all smoke for Paul Pierce.
fact.
Yeah,
Word out.
PB Walling, PB Walling, PB Walling.
Fact. Oh,
KG be having
we
to tell him,
cannot finish this show without congratulating that 9, Rondo. Congratulations on retiring, Rondo, one of the greatest
on a phenomenal
point guards
career,
I have
amazing career,
ever
bro.
fucking seen. Like, watching Rondo was special. Even when I was rooting against the Celtics, just watching that nigga was special because you could just
His
see how
influence
smart.
don't
You
get
didn't
enough
even
credit.
have to know basketball. For real. Like, his mind, just seeing some of the plays that he made, like, only he and LeBron and CP could make fucking plays like that. Or think of shit like that.
Do y'all
how
remember
many
that
people do
story
this
coming
now
out?
because of him? The fake pass.
Yo, I started doing. I took that from him. I ain't gonna lie. I do
y'all
that in
remember
my
that
game all
story
the
that
time.
came
I
out?
took that shit from him.
Y'all remember that story that came out in the bubble? How he dead like scratched the whole Laker game plan against the Heat. Was like, no, we doing this. I think he's the one who called that game-winning shot by AD against the Nuggets. He was like, no, I'm gonna inbound the ball. AD, you do this. You gonna take the shot.
Yo, he's different. I can't wait till he's coaching. I know it's gonna happen.
Oh, for sure. That's
so
a fact.
he's the type of guy that needs to
LeBron,
be on. He's the type of guy who we need to hear on ESPN. Not these other
he need to be on Mind the Game.
Nothing.
He need to be on Mind the Game.
That team, he gonna get Rondo to coach. He gonna have CP as a coach. He gonna have JJ Redick. He gonna have an amazing team of coaches over there.
He is phenomenal. Like when they had the big three, it wasn't a big three. It was a big four, because that motherfucker had an impact on everything that they did. He was a true point guard, like one of the last that we've ever seen. One of the best that we've ever seen. Won a championship with the Celtics. Won a championship with the Lakers. Nobody's ever done that before. That's some amazing shit. If he was healthy and had a longer career, he would have definitely. I think he's top 10 at least. Got to be top 10 in assists. Got to be.
Jalen Brunson.
And he punched Chris Paul in the face.
That's a fact.
And he a gangster.
I had that on a shirt before. I don't know where it's at.
And he a gangster. Like, shout out to Rondo.
Bro, I had that on the shirt and it said "Call State Farm."
I would really get around. That's like one of the only Celtics jerseys I would ever get is a Rondo. I would get Rondo or KG. I would get KG. I
don't fuck with either of them that much.
Rondo, you don't fuck with Rondo?
I love both of them. I love Rondo. I love KG, but
I buy a Laker Rondo jersey.
I can't put on no Celtics jersey.
Oh yeah, you die hard Miami. I hear you. I'm die hard Knicks, but I can't.
I'll buy a Laker Rondo jersey.
I feel that.
I had a Laker Shaq jersey when I was a kid. That's not here over there though.
All right. We out of here, y'all. Oh, wait, actually, before we out of here, Nico, is there anything that you want to shout out musically? Yes, sir. Show it all.
Got that new Tribe merch dropping soon. You feel me?
Yeah.
This is one of the samples. You gonna feel me? Buy art, not cocaine.
You did.
Tribe should only. You feel me?
Yeah.
So got some new merch gonna be dropping soon. The music to follow. Got some videos in the tuck. It's about to go up. It's about
Yeah,
to
let's
go up, guys. It's
go.
gonna be a good summer.
Oh yeah, so make sure y'all stay tuned to all Nico's social medias. So when that shit's dropping, y'all already know me and E gonna shout it out. So make sure y'all stay tuned with us as well. And appreciate y'all 142 dropped in today. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for dropping in and showing love to the Jones and podcast. Last thing I will say also, Jones and the Jones and family getting together Sunday on X Spaces. Be there. It's gonna be
Sunday,
lit.
catch us
I'm
on
telling
X
you,
Spaces. The
it's
whole
gonna
Jones
be
and family.
lit.
It's gonna be a good time, y'all.
It's gonna be a real good time. A lot of content, a lot of shit talking. Y'all want to talk y'all shit? Buffalo Bills fans, Eagles fans, Giant fans, everybody, just pull up. Just pull up. We just gonna have a whole fucking crazy conversation. It's gonna be fun. It's your boy Jones, my guy E, Nico, the Jones and Sports family. Jones and Sports. We make sports better. Peace.